What's good with y'all boys? It's your boy Mr. Seddington here. We back with the consistent content as usual. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully y'all are having, well, by the time I'm recording this, it's nighttime. But by the time y'all see this, it'll probably be mid-evening. But hopefully y'all are having a good day today. If y'all new, like, share, subscribe, of course. Comment down below, of course, how you feel about the topic at hand, because you see it in the title. Don't be in the rush to lose your virginity. Now, I don't know if that word is flagged on YouTube, but I know on Twitch, yeah, that word will get you banned, get you abolished, taken off the map. But we're not on that website, so yeah, I'm going to say what I want to say. But yeah, don't be in the rush to lose your virginity, man. And I'm saying this from the bottom of my heart, and I'm not saying this because I want y'all to just be that word forever. You feel me? But I'm saying this because I'm trying to save y'all from yourselves. I'm trying to save y'all from future actions that are possibly going to hurt you if you do it with a certain individual that you know is not going to stay with you forever. Because what we know is that type of activities that everybody do, you know, when they get older, I say to everybody like I'm acting like everybody is just out here losing their V card, but you know, that activity that you do, you know, it comes with consequences. And especially when it comes to you doing it with somebody that you know is not going to be there forever, like I said. And 9 times out of 10, you don't want to have that story where your parents or anybody ask you, hey, man, what was it like losing your V card if you have lost it? And you don't want to sit up there and be like, man, you know, it was good or whatever, but, you know, I don't really talk to her no more. And then it's like, then it just sounds like you wanted to do it just so you can get the cool points of saying you got some box, you feel me? And yeah, to a certain part of my life, it mattered, you know, in high school, you know, because that's all you really heard around that time, especially when you were a teenager. Oh, man, bro, yeah, bro, I fucked on what's her name? Oh, yeah, man, you know, hey, if you want it, man, I'll throw that, ooh. Oh, man, you know, I hit old girl yesterday night, boy. I had her going crazy, boy. I hope I don't see her in the hallway, though, man. She too obsessed. No, that shit don't matter now. But you don't want to live with that type of stuff, you know? You want to be able to do that type of stuff with a certain individual that is going to be there with you forever. It's going to be there in the long run. Be there with you through the ups and downs of life. And nothing is more appreciative than a person that is there with you, like I said, in the long run. Because now that you're doing it, you know, you're doing that type of activities, and now it's more meaningful. Now it's love. It's not just lust. Like every time y'all do it is because y'all appreciate each other. Y'all know y'all gonna be there forever. And, you know, when you do that type of stuff, you also got to remember, of course, to protect yourself. But also remember that you could possibly have kids with these people that you were doing that stuff with. And for those out there that don't have their V card, you know, snatched. All right, let me not say that. That's fucking crazy. For those who out there that don't have their, you know, that have their V card and you know, y'all not really in a rush to lose it, or, you know, y'all probably fiending to lose it because y'all see that everybody else is losing it around in your circle. Don't be in a rush, bro. Dog, you gonna have so many years of your life ahead of you to where you're gonna have that opportunity. And 9 times out of 10, you know, when you do lose it, you know, your first time, I'm not going to say it's going to be your worst or your best time, but your first time is definitely going to be like an eye-opener of how things are when it comes to that type of activity. And you don't, I'm going to say it for me, I don't want it to be about me, but for me, I would say that it kind of made me more horny. You feel what I'm saying? Because when I first did it, you know, I was like, man, this junk feel amazing. This junk, I see why people out here hyping it up, man. Oh my God. Granted, it does feel good. And I'm not going to sit here and brag because there's nothing to brag about. I mean, it's not like doing that type of stuff is just a rare thing. Obviously, everybody's doing it, and it's normalized with, you know, all the websites and stuff we see every damn day, and it's promoted in front of us, unfortunately. But, you know, you don't want to sit up here and, you know, do that type of stuff and then you crave it. And that's what I fell into. I fell into that trap of craving that feeling of getting that box, being touched by that box for me. You feel me? And, you know, nowadays I just walk around and I tell people all the time, man, like, bro, don't be in a rush. I want to tell you guys, don't be in a rush. You ain't missing out on nothing for real. I'm going to be honest. Like I said, yeah, it feels good, but, you're going to have a time in life where it's going to happen. And, whether you're a teenager, you're in your mid-20s, your late 30s, and people look at you a different type of way, and that's why they don't want to give it to you, or you just standoffish, and people don't look at you as attractive or nothing like that, man. Don't let those people take you down the rabbit hole of trying to prove them wrong. Because sometimes people do that type of stuff to prove other people wrong. And sometimes it just falls back into doom and despair. Sometimes it comes back at them with such negativity. And also, I would like to mention that too. When you do that type of stuff, you passing on an energy, you passing on a part of yourself that you're basically making yourself vulnerable. And you don't want that post-clarity feeling, because it is going to happen, especially if you're a person that has done it and you're out here just tricking and hoeing and all that shit. People like that experience those type of things. And that's the worst feeling ever, to have that clarity of, man, I did it, but damn, she's kind of, you know what I'm saying? She's not that really appealing. Like, I was just doing it because I was horny and I had to get my rocks off. You don't want to fall into that rabbit hole. And, when you fall into that rabbit hole, you're going to try to make up for it. Like, man, what, the next girl, I'll make sure she's bad. And then that's another rabbit hole you have to fall down, because who knows, that girl you did it with probably attractive as fuck, bad as hell. And next thing you know, you just dang near falling in love with the girl, and the whole time she just using you to get over somebody that she was messing with. You feel me? Like, you just there just to drop meat off. And, granted, I guess that could be a positive. That means you ain't really got to worry about nothing else. You ain't got to worry about buying her shit and all that type of stuff. It's just a lustful, relationship. But that's the thing. You don't want it to be that. You want, like I said, for those out there who haven't lost it, you want your first time to be meaningful. You want your first time to be with somebody that is, you're going to be with for a long time. You know that they're going to be around for the long run. And, when you do it with people like that, you don't realize how much of a blessing it is to actually be patient and, have control over yourself. And you waited this long. And now, the person that you're with, y'all probably going to have kids. Y'all going to be married, things like that, man. And that's just a beautiful feeling, man. The worst feeling ever is to do it and it's not going to, it's just for the temporary moment. And for people out there, if they tell you, hey man, bro, hey man, don't listen to your folks, man. Do what you want to do with your meat. I mean, you right, you can do what you want with your meat. But don't be out here doing it without protection, man. Because a lot of people gonna fall in that rabbit hole of catching something, and then next thing you know, your reputation is doomed. People knowing you as that person that, that's giving off shit. And you don't want to be that person, bro. Especially if you live in cities where AIDS and diseases is just contracted through damn near everyone. Okay, let me not say damn near everyone, because that's kind of crazy. But the majority of the population, you don't want to fall into that category. You want to have your reputation positive, man. You don't want no girls to be walking around and they know you because you was texting them on IG and trying to get in their box and all that shit. And next thing you know, you just going down a rabbit hole of looking like Big Dennis, which, shit happened in Atlanta. Shout out to Big Dennis. But, hey, man, like I said, don't be in a rush to lose your car, bro. It is not the end of the world. You're going to be just fine. If you sitting here panicking about that shit, bro, take your mind off of it. There's more important things in life than trying to have fornication with people, especially if you just doing it because your rock is hard. You feel me? Don't sit up there and fall for that trap, man, because it's going to be a long, dooming trap of despair and loneliness and unfulfillment that you don't want within your early years and your late years. You don't want to be that late boomer going to the club and you couldn't find a wife because all you was worrying about was trying to go on so many different women and trying to build that reputation that don't mean nothing. You feel me? Like, it's all right to be a virgin. It's all right, bro. It's all right. There's nothing wrong with it. The world keeps spinning, whether you get some or not. As long as you staying focused, staying positive, staying motivated, and staying disciplined, staying yourself, and always staying true to yourself, you'll be just fine. You ain't got to worry about nothing. And like I said, bro, you're going to be all right, man. It ain't that big of a deal. And this has come from somebody that once done something like that before. So take care of yourselves, though, man. I just want to come on here and yap about that. I love y'all. Catch y'all on the next one. Peace.